Hey everybody, I'm Kris. Now normally gaming headphones are meant for just one thing, gaming. But what if you don't want to buy two pairs of headphones? The Polk Striker Pro P1 are meant for just that, with Polk calling it an audiophile grade gaming headset. The question is, how does that actually work in practice? Open up the box and the first thing you'll find is the headphones, and right next to them is the manual. Underneath, you'll find an accessories box holding an inline volume control for use with the PlayStation 4, the detachable mic, and a bundle of cables. We'll get to those in a little bit. The Striker Pro is basically only available in one color, but the highlights depend on what version you get. The Pro P1 that we're looking at features red highlights, while the Xbox One compatible Striker Pro ZX naturally comes with green highlights. The headset is certainly weighty, but doesn't feel quite as tough as other headsets we've tested. We're not expecting this to fall apart from normal use, but if you've got a temper and are in the habit of throwing your headset when you lose a match of CSGO, don't expect these to survive the abuse. Despite the weight, I found the headset to be comfortable. Even after wearing them for a few hours, I didn't feel the need to remove them the way I have with some other headsets. While I've seen some complaints about the Striker Pro ZX being too tight, I didn't find that to be an issue at all. And a nice touch, the mic can be removed whenever you're not using it. This is nice if you want to use the Strikers to listen to some music and don't want to look like you work in a call center. Since the Striker Pro P1 can be used with so many different devices and systems, 3 separate cables are included in the box. You've got a mobile cable with mic and remote, a PC cable, and a console cable. With this last cable, you'll also want to use the inline volume control. As I've mentioned already, the mic is removable and it also has a mute button built in. This is on the right side of the headphones, so you will need to take your hand off the mouse or controller for a second, but realistically, this shouldn't pose much of a problem. If you're planning to use the Striker Pro P1s with your phone, iPod, or MacBook, you'll want to use the mobile cable. This works just as you'd expect, and the single-button clicker-style remote will work fine with both iOS and Android devices. The PC cable plugs into both the headphone and mic jacks on your computer and can be used for Skype calls in addition to gaming. Finally, the console cable can be used with the PlayStation 4 and presumably the Wii U, though we only tested the Strikers with the former. Since the Polk Striker Pro P1 is meant for both gaming and music, we tested the headset with both applications. We'll get to music in a moment, but since this is a gaming headset, that gets top priority. First, we fired up Batman Arkham Knight on a PlayStation 4, plugged in the headset, and routed all audio to it. Initially, we'd been concerned that the controller's built-in amp might not be enough to power the headset, but volume wasn't an issue. After setting the in-game audio mode to Pro headphones, we jumped into the game. The chatter from the various groups of thugs occupying the streets gave away their positions easily, and the hand-to-hand combat sounded appropriately chunky. Hopping into the Batmobile and blowing up the tanks around the city resulted in explosions that showed off the Striker's impressive low end. Turning to Destiny, teammates' voices came through loud and clear. Plugging in the mic, my own voice sounded fine to them as well. Moving on to music, the powerful lows are in full effect here as well. While the high mids are backed off somewhat, there is plenty of low mid depth. Despite the tight low end, there's a nice wide open quality to music on the Strikers, with nice soundstage and spatial cues. These are absolutely up to the task of music, something we can't say about a lot of gaming headsets we've seen. This headset might not offer the best in-game performance we've seen, but if you want something that'll pull double duty, blasting your tunes one moment and keeping you in touch with your teammates during a raid the next, this is absolutely worth a look, especially considering the $129 price tag. We're giving the Polk Striker Pro P1 an 8.4 out of 10. And that's it for this one, everybody. For all the details, see the full review over at SoundGuys.com. If you want to stay caught up with everything we do, check out our newsletter. Links to both are down below. Like the video, let us know, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Kris. Thanks for watching.